Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I don't know exactly how to take this piece of news. Are the Ukrainians exhausted and desperate, or they are planning in giving the Russians the last blow? One of the two. I tend to, I'm inclined to think that the first option is the one that I will check, which is they are desperate. And interestingly enough, supposedly the Ukrainians still have reserves, and this is the best trained, the most fantastic, the powerhouse 82nd Assault Brigade is going to be sent into battle. Wow. So let's see what they will do. Now, I think Putin got his airplanes engines on, so he can fly to Vladivostok, with a tail between his legs. The 82nd Air Assault Brigade is going to be deployed, is going to pop. All right, so let's go and read two articles here. One from Business Insider from today, which is August 19th, 2023. Ukraine sends the powerhouse 82nd Air Assault Brigade into battle. Oh my. As generals decide, and I'm quoting, to put all their chips on the table, says defense analysts. Well, if they put all the chips on the table, you don't say that. That means that's all you got, you idiot. That means that's all you got. You don't say that. Hey, this is my last attack. If this attack doesn't succeed, I'm done. Idiots. Ukraine's powerhouse 82nd Air Assault Brigade has finally joined the counteroffensive. The powerful 2,000-person unit has been held in reserve until now. A defense analyst told Insider Ukraine's generals have, quote-unquote, decided to put all their chips on the table. Bad. That's bad. End quote. That means they're distressed. And the other article, I'm going to read this one here to tell you what is composed of. The other article comes from Forbes, and this is 3 days old. Ukraine's powerful 82nd Brigade, once held in reserve, has finally joined the counteroffensive. So this is from August 15th. And the other article is from today, August 19th, so 4 days old. The Ukrainian Air Assault Forces finally have deployed their most powerful unit, the 2,000-person 82nd Air Assault Brigade, which is stacked with Marder and Stryker fighting vehicles and Challenger 2 tanks, rolled into action around Robotyne in southern Ukraine's Zaporozhye Oblast, apparently in the last few days. So they're going to tell us what's going on here. We're going to look at where Robotyne is, or whatever it was, Robotyne. All right, we're going to look at that. But first, let's see how many weapons these guys have. All right, a key chess piece in Ukraine's military strategy has been deployed. Okay. Leaked documents from earlier this year revealed that 82nd Brigade was a formidable unit with about 150 NATO-supplied armored infantry carriers. I think that's half of how many were delivered. Its impressive arsenal includes 90 US Stryker vehicles, 40 German-produced Marders, 24 US-made M113 infantry carriers, and 14 British Challenger tanks. Now, yes, this is a force. It is. Okay, but it's not enough tanks. But hey, what do I know, right? I don't know, 14 tanks. Anyway, that's 14 strikes. So keep this in mind. Remember the 82nd Brigade, and we're going to see it blown up. Let's see if whatever these guys have to tell us. It says, in April, NATO confirmed that they trained and equipped more than 9 new armored brigades. Yeah. Okay. Forbes, which is the ones right here that I mentioned, right here, Forbes, right, called the 82nd Brigade almost comically powerful, as it represents half of its best NATO-delivered infantry armored vehicles. Well, again, these guys are making. Okay, they tell us about the past. Um, Again, they make such a big thing about this, and this is the risk people take some time to elevate certain kind of activities, actions, individuals very high, very, up in the sky on the big pedestal. The problem is when that's gonna fall, you're gonna be like, oh, boom. All right, it's gonna have a long fall. Whereas someone else here, that's it. So they make this 80-second formidable, fantastic, which it's not something that you can ignore. But I'm guessing there will be more. Didn't I read here that that's one of the 4? Right? Is that what it was? I think that's what it was. No? Yeah, let me just look. Yes, they said right here on the top, in April, NATO confirmed they had trained and equipped more than 9 new Ukrainian armored brigades. So this, I hope, is going to be that force trained that will keep pouring, never-ending pouring force coming from NATO. Supposedly, Ukrainian trained fighters, and I suspect they would not be Ukrainian trained. Some of them would be, this many, and then the rest will be NATO troops. That's how I foresee it. I don't have any evidence, but something I know tells me in my balls that that's what's going to happen. And they will come as Ukrainians or as volunteers. Volunteers that show up to Ukrainian border in Poland. They take off their, not like that, take off their little military clothes or equipment, or how do you call it, escapes me right now, right? And then we'll take the Ukrainian or the volunteer uniforms, that's what it was, and they come as volunteers. I suspect that's going to happen, and when they're going to be killed, they're going to have a little thing and a badge saying they're volunteers, and they are volunteers, all right? Because right now, if I just, I don't know, put here a sign and a picture, and I say right now I'm, I don't know, Chinese, I'm Chinese. Okay, anyway, so here it is, the 82nd Air Brigade, Air Assault Brigade. We're going to see how great... Oh, let's look over that town, didn't I say that? All right, let me find it and circle back to you. I'm back. I found it, obviously. Here it is. It's in Zaporozhye Oblast, right here. I'm going to have another map. So Robotynia is located in Zaporozhye Oblast. I will use another map, a Russian map, and it's going to come under a different name. As, for instance, Artemovsk is Russian for Bakhmut. So here's right here, Robotynia, and we're going to go to the other map, the Russian map, right here. So it's called Robotino, right here. So this is where these guys are going to try to push through. Their goal is Melitopol and Berdyansk. That's why they want to cut them into here, the Russians, and then supposedly turn towards Crimea and take Crimea after they blow up the Kerch Bridge, blah, 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 tra-la. So here is the area where these guys, the 82nd Brigade, will show up. Correct? Correct. We'll find out. I'll let you know if they're going to be able to break the front. The problem is with that analyst, or whatever he was, said that the generals decided to put all the chips on the table. That means they don't have any more? Well, no, I'm waiting for those troops to, the trained troops in reserves. I didn't know these guys still have reserves, but hey, they have them training in Western countries. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.